Kuyan na may tamani kasi suli. Nila sa toro tilo mamaya na ugaloa. Thanks for sticking around. I know it's cold, but the great part is coming up. So I don't think I'm going to be talking too long. We have an elder that's agreed to come up and talk a little bit, just to welcome Prime Minister Trudeau and everybody else that's here. So I guess we're going to start off with that right away before I make any other introductions. Martha tikibik mawa kay naw-naw. Mata tu sa kan nela be khaw jima ne khoti uwangawngi. Uiga. I tell her it's not me. I don't know. She wants to be up here with me. Yeah, some people are saying they're going to go home because it's so cold. The wind came up, you know, and it's cold. Martha has some pretty interesting history to talk about. She remembers Prime Minister's father, Pierre Trudeau, when he came here, and our Prime Minister was a little boy at the time. So here's Martha.
Nilla suartunga kuja lagi akatela kana tunga sutti tapit bakilukuru Prime Minister pitamani itu suku siulu pitamani dak semat kuja ke wakta takama makan topi katangan.
I've been asked to make a little brief speech, and I'm always so happy, especially the time that when your father came up here, and you were just a small little boy, and I'm always so happy to see your family coming up here time and again.
Ikayok sa medyo bitwakaro, may kayok ta bitwakaro kay mati ko kawik kanila kay buko. Numan nakwakaro sila ko ikayok ta we kanikatay daw migata. Aki hangit tuminaro yato ni hamniyo ko ti chati ni piti ta watuta. Kuyan na milk sa mayok twakaro yun.
You have helped us a lot, so much, in so many different ways, and we're very thankful for your help, and we're always in mind of you for doing kind work and helping us in so many ways.
Ang ikahak tuwin ito kuraan manaw to. Ang ikahak titalo lutalo idlong Ilok hati taruh lang matami sulit tu taruh dai me gumana akto maniuman. Kuyan nembe ke hak tapi jua karupuk. Ahila dai ma mimman. Tama waktu apa makuya gigatigo tungga sutti tau jua kujabuk. Tamani tuli mata mani gitu kan waktu kuya kilabut.
We are very thankful for providing us homes that we can go into and that we can call homes. You have helped us a lot, and I'm so thankful, and we're all thankful that for helping us out in providing us homes that we can call homes. Give a big applause for Trudeau and helping us. Thank you.
Okay, tema ukatoha kanonela mimma tana tunga sutila lavo inu lili to hakuno Minister Miller.
Thank you, Pat. Good evening. My name is Mark Miller. I want to acknowledge first the elders for being so patient and welcoming us and giving us all the warm welcome that you know how to do. This is my second time up here in a month, and it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful part of the country, and it's just an honor to be here today.
Kaya namig Pat, kubasulay tunga tamani tunga sutitaw tiaviu tikata Kuyan na may kinutukait, utakitya kasi ubatinit. Kuyan na may karutamaw ngaksimagasi. Tana nunas taman na inuin nangat akswaro kadjana sungumat ay tamaw nga yung ito nga. Sibudla parang itaka kingun lakalak nga tamaw nga itong akswaro piyugin na suri ako.
And before I pass the microphone over to Pat, I just want to highlight all the work that everyone has been doing to keep each other safe, particularly during the shutdown in Iqaluit, getting food into people's houses, and all the work we've been doing to get vaccines into arms and to prioritize keeping you safe as we go through this once-in-a-century epidemic.
Amma, tay kwa kana yakatak to akswaro ko yan na mertavut. Piyakaya to yuarukut atulaw tiluta pilwak to taman na nuwanak pijutigid lugo. Tamani Iqaluit ani teli magyakalaw sa mamata nuwan na pijutigid lugo. Takwa ubagut ikayo katigid to taman anigo nakatigo. Taman na sakay yu itualo walo nuwan na kiseni ubatinut atukatigo. Teme lok tilugo akswaro ko yan na mertavut tamakya kana yakatak to ikayo katatudlo.
And we have a bit more work left. We still have the youth to protect, and we'll keep doing that. We're not out of the woods yet, but we'll do it by working together to make this country a better place. Pat's going to talk about housing, which is so important, mental wellness, all the work that we need to do to keep each other safe and to continue making our country a better place. Thank you again for all the warm welcome, and we'll continue coming up here, and we'll do it through a great voice in Ottawa through Pat.
Amma ko na may suli ani ko yung itugot taman na nuwan nakpidyo tigid lugo tamakwa inusituit suli ikayo kaya kakatigo taman na nuwan na pivaliatid lugo tema Pat unika na may mat niliw takan na may mat tamakwa idlo imiksanot amma isumatyakan niyo miksanot isumalot to niliw ikayo katanang mo miksanot unika nguso may man.
Kuyan na may unika ko ta luat yangin lakay tunga kawin yung kliw kasi amalo ako ni utak ko kasi ngilatan na kawin magako kasi uka ko mayong naruap tao nasur tilunga takwa sibuliw tigo malakay kaki kawin mayong ano na bumailo takan na kalakay tugo ako niya utak ko lagata Tana sakot itigo malakay taka amalo ni piulo nga ato mami ayaw tuwi lakay niya tunga amalo kawin mayong Prime Minister tasabi nga, ay kayo sukto. Ang malutaw, isumalo katakto no. Namo nga bisa ka pangimata, isumalo katakto Ikayok tao katangin lutilo. Tana, pilirili ka na malakit ka, sukay ma. Ako nero anya katakata, isumatigo, ayo utililo. Tako, ilo na tiyang isumalo na nga ta. Tana tao, ukaw sa rigo matuin na ta. Ila kila merulo, ukalim ako ta luwat yangin na makalaw natin ito kaptong alo. I'd like to just say, I recognize that people have been waiting for a long time here, and there's a lot of people that are cold, so I'm not going to do a big, long speech. But I did want to say, part of my platform is about housing and the need for housing. And I think we all know very, very well what our housing needs are. We don't need any studies. We don't need anything. We need action. And I think this is why I chose to run under the Liberal banner, because I felt that they're the best party to give us this action that we need right now. And also for mental health. We all understand the problems and that we have with mental health and accessing the proper services. This is something I want to be working hard towards, getting proper mental health, proper access. And I think a lot has already been started, but more needs to be done, and I hope to be that voice. So with that, I don't want to go on. I will introduce the leader of the Liberal Party, Prime Minister of Canada, Mr. Justin Trudeau.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you all. How's everyone doing tonight? It cold a bit, yes. I have to tell you, I am just so happy to be here with you tonight. I tell you, it's been a long year and a half for everyone, but not being able to come up and see so many friends in Nunavut for so long has been difficult, so I'm so happy to see so many of you out here despite the cold weather.
taman nanuan na pagjutigidlu kisani alianate tapunga tikikama ilisisangan nigun nakamakswalo kuvesutunga.
I'm incredibly happy to be here with good friends like Mark Miller, our Minister of Indigenous Services, and good friends in the crowd like PJ, like Natan Obed. Thank you, Natan, for coming out. Thank you for all your leadership over the past number of years as we've worked together to deliver for people in the North. But especially happy to be here with the extraordinary next MP, fingers crossed, for Nunavut, Pat Angnakuk. Thank you, Pat, for stepping up for us.
Actually, ko yun na mayo mo yung takwa tamang nakasi pidwak tutakapun na nakakipakatika PJ Natano bed ko yun na mayalok asukutia at takavit pinasutia at takavit tamat mga inu nanganin. Amma kuvesulo ang waktu nga takwa kanaya katigi yata Miller inulari to kakunit minister yaw yakoy na mitaw tamang nga katigi yun nakavinga piduak tumit ko yun na meron biduak taka takuno nga pekataw na waktaw so kataw so mat libro kun patang nakak akswar ko yun na mertagit kulang itiak tunga pitiak undang usututi narutunga lo MP
and yeah, big applause. And I have to say, over the past 6 years, it's been an incredible privilege of mine to come up here regularly to talk about the work that we need to do together. And as Elder Martha and others reminded me, I used to come up here as a young boy. With my father, who loved this place incredibly, and I was happy in past trips to bring up my children as well so they understand this place, because understanding Nunavut, understanding the North, is the only way to properly understand Canada and all Canadians.
How do you make it? Mga ukiyo taktumod pilwaktu Nunavut, taman na piwin na suya ko nunanga. Tamang wakatak si malaktung alutay mga nisuko sa ilunit at tamang wakatatiluwa tamang wakatigi at talok sa mga ko ang mataw katungakan tayo may ilung sumiyaka at tamang nunavumot tamang wakataklugit tayo makisiyan upat tuwit tukisin at tiya sungong mat kisut kamagiyaw kaya kamangata naukulay ka nakakamangata.
Because the way people are there for each other, the strength of community that has always been here in Iqaluit, across the North, across Inuit Nunangat, is an example for the world and for Canada in the South to follow. And nowhere was that more clear than during COVID. You were there for each other, making sacrifices, leaning on each other. And we knew as a government we needed to support you, which is why we worked to send supports. We worked to make sure vaccines specifically came to the North and to elders in the North quicker than just about any other part of the country because of the vulnerability here. We know how we need to work together. And the lessons we learned during COVID, we have to continue into the coming months and years as we build a better future for everyone.
Tamang hatalwa sungu bugut tay matukisitya sungu gata takulata tuta inunit amma tanda ukaw sa riyo malakit taka silak tuwang miut takunalakin mata inuit nunangat ta utu tityawa mataku tityawa utiulo nilo kanu ikayo katigigiya kamangata piluak tumitaman na nuwanak uwatinu tikitilugo atulak tilutigo tay mak Inuinum nangan nit kamagiyak kalok si mayu kamagiyak ko kaktugulo kawi magate inuit ikayok to yakaya halakitun. Tay makingun na kanyak tatinu tay may liwakaya hangus mayu suli yak kanaya katigitiyak luta pinaso katigitiyak luta tay makisen anugitiyak ng naktugun.
C'est pourquoi qu'on va continuer de travailler sur le logement, sur la santé mentale, sur les garderies, sur les investissements en infrastructures dans le Nord, les investissements communautaires avec vous en partenariat pour bâtir un avenir meilleur. Don't worry, Archie, I'll translate that part. That's why we're going to continue to work with you to invest in a stronger future for the North. invest hundreds of millions of dollars more in housing in the coming years. Hundreds of million dollars more across the country, $1.4 billion for Indigenous mental health, including distinctions-based approach to make sure that the Inuit get properly cultural sensitive, grounded supports that you need to support, because we saw during this pandemic mental health is a huge challenge, but it continues to be, and we need to be there to support each other. There's so much more we have to do on childcare, on education, on health, on so many partnerships that we will continue to work with you, led by you, to build a stronger future for the North and for all of Canada.
Taman nagsuotigi yung madlakit tawod ila kanayaka yung madlakit tawod taman na Inuit nunangan ni piluartok taman na Iqaluit amigahatang ningin nit ilukisuluanak taman na agsuotigi kanarumayavod isimatiakan namod isimalutunilo ikayo katannak amalo tamakwa amisukinaw yed hanamilangin nito tamaw nga pivadliago manyabod nung nakakakto manilimanot taman na nung nakakakto binili ko singit at yung ining dipidutigid lungo pisimati ako magatigo pivadlati ako magatigo asiw na ang imata amisunikina unit ato umayugod taman na pivadli ako lungo amma ilisinin at tituin na po nga ikayo katigin ni kisiyan ni tamakwa pivadli ako nakatigo akipadli ako nang ngata amma uwag ko lang ito katutya katigilo tamakwa akigo na laking usutabon.
And that's why this election has to be right now, because we can't wait a year or 2 years to decide as a country how we move forward beyond COVID, how we finish the fight against the pandemic, and how we make sure we're stepping up in the fight against climate change, in helping the most vulnerable, in building a stronger, better future for everyone. Those decisions will be taken in Ottawa in the coming months, not years from now. And that's why, as we make those decisions, I need Pat by my side. I need a strong voice for Nunavut. I need a strong voice for all of you to make sure that your concerns are heard and that we continue to work on the things that matter most to you. Because as we decide how to rebuild from this pandemic, how to learn the lessons and build a better future, not just for the next few years, but for the next decades and the next generations, we have an opportunity right now to do it together. And that's why the choice is so important. That's why your support is so important as we move forward for everyone. Merci beaucoup, mes amis.
Kaya matawan na agsuotigi yung madlakit tawod na kanayaki yeli pudlo tamat jalo ngusum mata akisu tau yeli lo amisu mata ilisinut tukwangin ni aktun tamakwapi jutigi luwit ta napat kuvesul lakit tunga narwag sa umat nung nabumut libro kuno ta kuno nga nipiyo niya nga ilisinut nipigin niya kasiyok tamakwa akisuival leti luta surlo isimalaki ng mot amalo nung nakakakto binit piyumayangit ibit piyumayasi ako tigilugupat kawi makatang usap kata amalo suklok sa simatiyalo nadla ka magiyak kaya ka mga tamagkwa pidyo tigilugit pagwasul na ito nga tanapat pakatawmat nawag sa mat ang makingunik tay kuno nga akasuigat ta kingubakin ni aktatin nun. Tay karong mata akisu jutigi yabun takwa jutigi lo ko basul la ito nga tamani kun nakata ama kuy na may nalatiya kasi amano tamaw nga tiya kasi.
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Koyan namik nakomik.
Yay! Okay, kuyan nami ila amalo tisali ka tatabo ati anak ka uiga kuyan nami amalo kanayati tamani tu amisokolo matatao at salo kuya ligi miyaka kanayati alaw ngata kuyan nami tema kaina